Honestly, with the things that have been going on lately, I don't really know how to feel anymore because, like, Sandra Bland's family just got paid 1.5 or 1.9 million dollars, which they're not even gonna get that much money from it anyway because they have to pay lawyers and everything. But there are things going on like Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, Syrian war, and everything like this. And it's just really upsetting because I see these videos about people saying things about Muslims and things like they don't deserve to be in America, they don't deserve to have this or that. And it's really upsetting to me because people are people no matter what religion, what skin color, what sexuality they have, what bathroom they prefer to go into. I keep hearing stuff. I'm not crazy. And I don't think that you should be able to have the legal rights to kill somebody when they have their hands up and they're clearly not having a gun or anything. And I don't think that people that do that should be praised by these White Lives Matter people or whoever agrees with it, or the Trump supporters make America great again, when honestly America was never great because America is built on Indian graveyards, and what we want to build on top of those Indian graveyards are things like oil, pipelines and stuff like that. Pipelines. We want to take things even more, even in 2016, like the government wants to take their, monuments or whatever. Like, haven't people like Andrew Jackson taken enough already? And it makes me feel absolutely disgruntled that we have Hands Up, Don't Shoot, Black Lives Matter, and all these protests, and all these people donating money to these causes, and charities, and whatever else you want to call it. And then, no matter how hard we try, and how hard everybody else tries to contribute to things that would fix things or make it a little bit better for our children, everybody else's children, and anyone that's relevant in the times can have a better life, or a life at all. It's just really upsetting that nothing's happening that benefits us. It just gets worse and worse. And it's just terrible to think that in America, black people are getting killed for no reason, even if they have their hands up and they're not doing anything against the law. It's just okay for people with authority to kill. And even people that don't have authority to kill people and get away with it, especially black people. But I mean, not all cops are bad, not all cops are good, but the ones that are good, majority get fired for being good. Like if they speak up against a man, or if they do what's right, they still get fired. And I don't think that's right, because not only are you taking what morals you're supposed to have normally, what's right and what's good versus evil, and when people pick good, they get punished for it by being fired to where they can't feed their families anymore or anything like that. And it's really pitiful that it's 2016, it's not 1950s, it's not 1940s, it's not 1860s, it's not anything like that. We have interracial marriage legalized, we have gay marriage legalized finally, and some people thought that maybe we're finally getting advanced like everybody else is, because everybody else already have these equalities, but they don't really have that much killings that we have without any punishment, and I don't think that there's anything that anybody could do that deserves to be having death over, especially selling cigarettes outside of a store or selling CDs, I think. It's really upsetting for somebody, me, somebody of color, to just look at the news, not see anything good. Like, that's all I should be seeing in the news is good stuff, because people shouldn't lack empathy in the way that they do. But I just feel like, and I know that should be this way, that no matter what you do, you should not have to answer to the opposite of the 8th Amendment and be killed or sent to some place where you're not even proven guilty, and you have to be waterboarded and you have to be humiliated and degraded and belittled, such as Gitmo, even though I heard about it being shut down, but I don't know if it is, because if it was, I'd probably hear a big revelation about it in the news saying, anniversary of Gitmo being shut down, Gitmo being shut down. I mean, I obviously think that having the capabilities to kill people and things and having bad intentions to hurt others are bad and really, again, upsetting, because I don't think anybody deserves to die, really. And I know that there are bad things like rape and everything, but I believe in going to jail without any type of parole, but that's a different story for a different day. I thought it was a spider. That's a different topic for a different day, not a story. It's not like I was killed in an electric chair for killing an ant or something. That's not the kind of person I am. I'll just cut this out, obviously. But anyways, back to the topic. It's really upsetting to see things like people running to be somebody influential to a lot of people of tomorrow and today, are going around comparing people to Skittles, saying that we should, not me because I'm not Muslim, but people should be racially profiled, because being black, I know how it's like to be racially profiled, and it's hurtful to think that just because you're a certain way that you choose to be, that's not hurting yourself or anybody else or how you were born, makes you away in a whole group of people automatically, like straight out the womb, you're like this. It's really pathetic and pitiful that in 2016 I live in a place where people all over the world, or more specifically in America, like Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Massachusetts, I think, and all these other places, like Michael Brown, Tanya Bland, Eric Garner, Freddie Gray, Massachusetts, while I was saying, and Terence, I forgot his last name, I'm sorry, it's like Crutcher or something, but I feel like all of this is just upsetting, and no matter what we do, no matter what we say, no matter how much we protest, it's inevitably gonna happen, no matter what, and it's getting to the point where it's just like I want to give up on hopefulness and optimism, and not giving up on empathy, but it's just, I'm so used to people my color being killed for no reason that it's just like, oh, it's just normal, as normal as somebody going to a fast food restaurant and ordering their favorite soft serve drink. I was gonna say something else, but their favorite drink or whatever, but you know, like how people have a routine, they get up, well, some people, they get up, they go to fast food places before work, they get their cup of joe, and they head to work. That's just like, that's as normal as people getting shot for no reason, fatally. Like, just like that sister or whoever it was called in on a man suicidal with an unloaded gun, with the, you know, she called them so they'd help him, and then they ended up killing him. The guy that that just happened in August 16th. I think Terence, yeah, like, he called the police to help him with his car, and this police officer named Shelby ended up fatally killing him. It's just like, I feel like the police, well, no, that's not what I was gonna say. Like, I know the police are supposed to help everybody regardless of what you are and who you are and what you stand for and everything like that, but I just feel like the police are an automatic kill zone. Like, if you want to call 911, it's automatic death. If you need help, no matter what it is, if your cat's stuck in a tree, it's death. Unless you're, like, white or something. But even then, I know police also abuse other people, but not as much as they abuse black people. Which is a different topic for a different day that obviously needs to be discussed. But even if it is discussed, it probably won't help anyway. And I know Colin Kaepernick is doing what a lot of us have been doing, not standing up for the pledge for those specific reasons. I know that, I don't know if that's distracting, probably, but I know that people are taking up on what he did and what he's doing for the same reasons, even though some of us have been doing it before that. But no matter how much you don't stand for the pledge, the anthem, how much you talk about how bad Donald Trump will be for our nation and us as a whole, and how much you talk about everything that's been happening, no matter what year period it came from, the 1800s, the 1900s, the 2000s, it's all going to be the same. Nothing's going to change. It's all going to be institutionalized, covered up, to where you can't do anything about it. And just like what happened to Emmett Till, the court cases are going to be rigged to where it favors the person not discriminating, I was going to say slaughtering us and things like that. Nothing's going to change. I don't see a change until, like, if we're not nuked by then, and global warming doesn't get us, I'd say maybe, sadly, by, if not 2050 something, 3000s, maybe it'll be better or worse. Who knows? Because every time I think that everything's died down, like, it's every 3 months that this huge thing goes out. It's really upsetting. I'm not saying that Black Lives Matter is the only movement I'm looking into, or the only charity, or whatever you want to call it, pertaining to those words and adjectives, whatever, or is the only thing I care about and is concerned about, because I'm obviously a youthful person, because I'm just a teenager, and I know what goes around me, and I'm obviously more caring about it than some other people. But like I said, Black Lives Matter is not the only thing that I care about, but everything needs to change. If not today, then when?